It's time to get 5 more books on the Cracking Wednesdays. Let's get started. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wild Comics. It's time to continue Cracking Wednesdays. We have 5 new books. Now, we don't have the results back for the other 4 books from the previous Cracking Wednesdays series or episodes or whichever you like to call it. But we have 5 more books and we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep on going with it regardless of how long CGC takes. Once those results come in, I will make sure to post the results of those. Maybe go live on Instagram or go live on YouTube. You guys let me know in the comments what you would prefer. Maybe just have a regular video. Let me know in the comments. So I'm going to show you the 5 books that we're going to be doing this week or this series. And I think we have some banger books here. I think this is going to be a killer series. So first book is not mine. It is a Spider-Man #1. It's a 7.0 white pages. This book is extremely wavy all across the board. I mean, it looks like the ocean. So we're going to start with that one. Next week, if the results don't come back, we have an 8.0 white pages, another X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. Now, this book looks clean. How it got an 8.0, I have no idea, but we're going to find out. It is a little bit dirty on the back, but we're going to get to that book. The third book we have is it's a CBCS 9.4 white pages. You might have saw the video on it already. It's a Lethal Protector #1, and it is a newsstand. So I'm trying to integrate some foil books in with Cracking Wednesdays so you guys can kind of see the before and afters and potential grade bumps on these books or grade losses, which I hope we don't get on these books. But I think doing some foil books, integrating with these, is a really good way to gauge, can we press foils? Can we get grade bumps on foils? How can we improve foil books? So that's one of the reasons why I'm integrating those. Now let's get into some of the big boys. We have 2 big boy books. First book is an 8.0 white pages, New Mutants 98. You guys know this book. I know this book. This is probably one of my favorite books. First appearance of Deadpool. This case was already broken. If you follow me on Instagram, I do Wild Tuesdays. I go live every Tuesday, 6 o'clock California time. We do giveaways, we do raffles, we do all sorts of fun stuff. Trivia questions, it's fun. But I explained on there, on eBay, there's some cases that are broken you guys can get some great deals on because of broken cases. And we'll touch more on that when we get to that week. The last book. Again, this is not my book. And I'm going to do a major shout out when we do this book so you guys can follow that YouTuber as well as the Instagrammer. They put out phenomenal content. This is a PGX. It's a 6.5 and they have it for white pages. We have Special Marvel Edition, #15, first appearance of Shang-Chi. This is the big boy book of this batch. This book is dirty. It is dirty. It is wavy. It has a spine roll. It has all sorts of badness all over it. But we're going to get to that book. That's the last book. This week, we're going to do this book. Again, this is not my book, but we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to press it. We're going to clean it. And you know the routine. I'm going to flip that camera up so you guys can get a bird's eye view as I crack this case open. So hang tight. Okay, so now I have you guys on a top view looking down. Again, it is going to be the 7.0 white pages, Spider-Man #1 Golden Edition. The one thing I do want to point out about this book is check out the label. This label is so cool. Normally you'll see artists, you'll see writers, you'll see cover artists. This label specifically says Todd McFarlane's story, cover, and art. He did everything on this book. I don't think you see that a lot in a lot of books, but I think that's really cool. Again, for anyone that's new to Cracking Wednesdays, we're going to crack this open. I'm going to show you how to do it. The CGC books, the best way to go about it is if you look right here at the top. That's the best way to go into the book. So technically, if you go like this, you can almost start to separate it with your fingers. So that's the best way to do it with the CGC books. So what I'll do is I'll take the flathead screwdriver, I'll stick it in like so it's inside the book, and then I'll just kind of slide it down to where I can break it to the corner, and then I'll slide it back to where I can break it to the corner, and then I'll just pick a side. I like doing the right side just because I'm right-handed, and then we just take it and we just take the screwdriver all the way down, and I'm just turning the screwdriver. So I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to watch me do the whole thing. So let's get started. Okay, and now we're out. Now we are actually in the protective sleeve for the comic book. We no longer need the screwdriver. Now I do tell everybody I take these and I contact CGC and I have them update the census, you know, just for whatever reasons may be. But we do that after we get the gray bumps back or the gray losses back, so everything gets updated. So I keep these labels till the end. So then the second thing I like to do is I like to see where I can cut along, you know, the edges of the book. Right? I always like to go across the top of the book just because of the fact I feel like I have more room across the top of the book. Nice little thing, a nice little tap right there. I'll let you guys see it. I don't know if you guys can see right across the top of the book. There is a little spacing for me to be able to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to time lapse it. So let's go. Okay, and now we have it out of the case. Now this book is so wavy and I see a ton of imperfections. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you guys the imperfections that I'm seeing in this book. So hang tight. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys all the imperfections inside of this book. Go ahead and slide this up. Now as I tilt the camera up, you'll see, oh, look at that. Look at all the waves in that book. This book definitely was never pressed prior to submitting it into CGC. So I think there is some huge potential in this book. And it looks like none of these actually like break color. All the spine ticks. So it looks all in all really, really clean. Up on the top, it does look like there's a little fraying. So I'm not quite sure. And inside the actual Spider-Man, it looks like there's a little bit of discoloration. So I'm not quite sure how much that's going to affect the grade, but we're going to find out together. I'm going to flip the book over. The back itself is relatively clean. I don't see a lot of dirt. I don't see a lot of debris on the back side of this book. It still will get buffed and cleaned and everything else. But the same exact thing on the back of the book that was on the front of the book is that it's just really wavy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this, I'm going to clean this and I'm going to press it and I'm going to show you the results as soon as it comes out. So hang tight. All right, guys. So here we are. I have the book pressed and I have it cleaned. And I want to say that this had made a world of difference. So remember how wavy it was before? It's 10 times better than what it was. There's still some wavage up top. And I'm going to get to that in a minute because I think I know what might have happened to this book. So during the cleaning process, I realized something. I was like, well, wait a minute, something doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like it was not pressed. This was 24-hour press on this book. I think there's water damage to this book, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. And the reason why I say that is because the way that the ripples are on the pages, and there's actually yellowing on some of these pages. I don't know if you'll be able to see the yellowing on this page or not, but I believe that at some point this book came in contact with water. I'm almost positive of it. But I mean, even I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. Maybe you guys can leave a comment, let me know. But there's definitely water lines on this book. So, but I mean, all in all, I mean, compared to what it was to what it is now, I think a world of difference of what it was. Again, it's just unfortunate that there's still a little bit of ripples up top on the page itself, as well as the back. That's the only dilemma. But like I said, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here too. There's a spot right here that's like super. That was super. When I was cleaning it, I was like, "What is that?" And I think, oh, there it is. Do you see the watermark? I don't know how well you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can. It's right here. It's right. That's one of the main watermarks, right there. So, yeah, I just think it got in contact with water. That's why it was wavy. But no, we're gonna find out what it got. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and close out for you guys. All right. So now I have the camera flipped around. I'm gonna let you guys in on just a little secret of mine. When I do Cracking Wednesdays, I actually do all the books at the same time. It takes me about 2 hours to do all these books, film all these videos, record all the videos, and then I clean all the books, then I press all the books. Then when they come out, I actually record the results, then I add it to it. So this week we're doing the Spider-Man #1. So if for some reason it got ruined in the heat press, it was because I recorded it after I recorded this part of the segment. So if you're watching this and this book is ruined, I'm really sorry, but I don't think it is. I have no reason for this book to get ruined. But if for some reason it doesn't make sense from the last video to this one, now you know. Little secret. But this week is the Spider-Man #1 Golden Edition. We're going to clean it. We're going to press it. As we already did, as you guys already know, and we're going to send out the CGC in hopes we can get a grade bump on this book. So, you guys, that's going to be it for this week's Cracking Wednesdays. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate it. Always remember to subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, especially if when we get the results in for these, you get the notification bell on that. And most importantly, leave a comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say about this. So, that's going to be it, you guys. So, you know how it goes. Keep it wild, keep it fun, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.